Hey everyone, today's video is about when you fall from the stairs not knowing you're pregnant. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And last time I did this video, people started laughing at me. I mean, the idea is quite funny, but at the same time, it's kind of like angsty. I mean, if you're the mother, wouldn't you find that so sad? I'm not. I mean, I don't like children, so I don't get it that much. But I think the idea of it is actually very sad. Yeah, I mean, I saw people getting sad over that multiple times, people very close to me. So I think I get it. Not really, but like I do. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for listening and let's get going. Don't laugh at me, please. It's angsty, I promise. You and Bakugou have been together for almost 2 years, and things have been going great. You both love each other deeply, and you've even talked about the future, including having children someday. However, there's something you don't know. You're pregnant with his child. One day, you wake up feeling dizzy and unsteady on your feet. You brush it off, thinking you just need some sleep. You head to work and try to ignore the feeling, but it only gets worse as the day goes on. You start to feel nauseous and disoriented, and you can barely focus on your work. You decided to leave early and head back home. As you walk up the stairs to your apartment, everything suddenly goes black. Bakugou had been sitting on the couch, scrolling through his phone, when he heard a very loud noise. He frowned, wondering what it could be, and got up to investigate. As he walked, he went to the doorway and opened the door. Then he saw you at the top of the stairs, looking quite unsteady on your feet. He started to call out to you, to ask if you were okay, but before he could even say anything, you suddenly stumbled forward, tumbling down the stairs. Bakugou's heart stopped as he watched you fall, his mind racing with fear and panic. He sprinted forward, leaping down the stairs two at a time, trying to catch you before you hit the bottom. But he was too late. You landed on the ground with a sickening thud, your head hitting the floor with a crunch. Bakugou felt like his world had shattered, seeing you lying there, unmoving and unresponsive. He rushed forward, dropping to his knees beside you, his heart pounding in his chest. He could see blood pooling around your head, and he knew he had to act fast. That's when he saw the multiple people around him in the crowd. "Someone call an ambulance. Now!" he shouted, his voice shaking with fear. He gently cradled your head in his lap, trying to keep you as still as possible. He could feel tears streaming down his face, but he didn't care. All he cared about was you, and making sure you were okay. As he waited for the ambulance to arrive, he couldn't help but think about all the things he should have done differently. He should have been there to protect you, to catch you from harm. He should have known that something was wrong, and stopped you from falling. But now, all he could do was pray that you would be okay, that the doctors would be able to save you, because he couldn't bear the thought of losing you. Not now, not ever. You wake up in the hospital, confused and disoriented. Bakugou sitting next to you, his eyes red and puffy, and his hand tightly holding yours. "What happened?" you ask quickly. "You fell down the stairs," he says, his voice shaking. "You hit your head pretty hard, and the doctors had to perform an emergency surgery to save the baby." "Why didn't you tell me you had a baby on?" Suddenly realizing what he had said, you gasped. "What? Baby? What?" you ask, confused. Bakugou looks at you, tears streaming down his face. "You didn't know? You're pregnant and the fall caused a miscarriage." You feel your heart shatter into a million pieces. You had no idea you were pregnant, and now your child is gone. You start to cry, unable to control your emotions. Bakugou holds you tightly, his own tears falling on your shoulder. "It's my fault. I should have been there to catch you. I should have protected you and our baby. It's not your fault. It was an accident." But deep down, You can't help but partly feel like it was your fault. As the days goes by, you feel like a shell of your former self. You're filled with sadness, anger, and guilt, and you don't know how to move on from this tragedy. Bakugou tries his best to be there for you, but you can see the pain in his eyes too. One day, as you're lying in bed, you feel a sudden wave of nausea washing over you. You run to the bathroom and throw up, feeling like you're going to pass out. And then you remember the last time you felt this way, and you start to panic. You take a pregnancy test, and it's positive. You can't believe it. You're pregnant again. But instead of feeling joy and excitement, you feel nothing but fear and anxiety. What if something happens again? What if you do something stupid? What if you lose this baby too? You try to hold your pregnancy from Bakugou, not wanting to burden him with your fears. But he's smart and he knows something's up. He confronts you one day and you break down, telling him everything. I'm scared, Katsuki. I don't want to lose another baby. I don't know if I can go through that again. We'll get through this together. I'll do everything in my power to protect you and our baby. And as the months go by, you start to feel more and more confident. Baka goes by your side every step of the way, attending all your doctor's appointments and making sure you're taking care of yourself. He's even started to talk to the baby, telling it stories and singing it songs. I have a surprise for you. He hands you a small box, and you open it to find a tiny onesie inside, with the words, Little Explosion, written on the front. You can't help but laugh, feeling a surge of happiness and hope. And as the due date approaches, you start to feel nervous again. But this time, he's by your side, and you know he'll protect you and your baby. Finally, the day arrives. You're in the hospital, surrounded by doctors and nurses. Bakugo's holding your hand tightly, whispering words of encouragement in your ear. And then, you hear it, the sound of your baby's cries. You look up at Bakugo, tears streaming down your face. And he's crying, too. You both hold each other tightly, overwhelmed with love and joy. A few days later, you're back at home, holding your baby in your arms. Bakugo is sitting next to you, his hand on your shoulder. I can't believe we made it. You look back at him, feeling so grateful for everything you've been together. I couldn't have done it without you. And as you look at your baby, you know that everything was worth it. The pain, the fear, the loss. Because now you have a new life to cherish and love, and a family that will always be there for each other, no matter what. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!